What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Host Show English. Today, we are hosting a global superstar who literally changed the music industry before he was even a teenager. From a small town in Canada to performing in sold-out stadiums across the planet, his journey is a masterclass in talent, resilience, and growth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Justin Bieber.
What's up, man? Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here with you today.
It is a pleasure to have you, Justin. Your career started in a very unique way for your generation. You were discovered on YouTube back in 2008 by Scooter Braun. Before that, you were just a kid posting videos for your family. Psychologically speaking, how hard was it to transition from a regular, quiet life in Stratford, Ontario, to suddenly having millions of people watching your every move?
Man, looking back, it was a complete whirlwind. One day I was just playing hockey and singing in local competitions, and the next day I was flying to Atlanta to meet Usher. It happened so fast that my brain couldn't really process it. It was exciting, of course, a dream come true. But it was also terrifying because I didn't have a normal childhood anymore. I had to learn how to adapt on the fly, under a massive spotlight.
It really was a whirlwind. And then, in 2010, you released Baby. That song didn't just make you famous, it made you a global phenomenon. It became one of the most watched videos in internet history. But with that level of success, the pressure multiplied by 1,000. How did a teenage mind cope with having the entire world expect you to be perfect all the time?
To be honest, man, you don't cope. You just survive. When you are 15 or 16, your brain is still developing. You are trying to figure out who you are, just like any other teenager. But for me, every mistake I made was front-page news. If I had a bad day, or if I was tired, people judged me instantly. I felt like a product, not a human being.
That sounds incredibly isolating. You were surrounded by millions of fans, but probably felt very alone.
Exactly. That's the paradox of fame. You are in a room full of people screaming your name, but you go back to your hotel room and it's completely silent. I started to build walls around myself. I couldn't trust anyone because I didn't know who liked me for me or who liked me for the Justin Bieber brand. It took a massive toll on my mental health back then.
It's easy for people to judge from the outside, but isolation at such a young age is a recipe for trouble. In your late teens and early 20s, around 2013 and 2014, we saw you going through a very turbulent phase. There were arrests, paparazzi confrontations, and the media, which once loved you, suddenly seemed to turn against you. Looking back at that dark period, what was actually going on inside your mind?
Honestly, I was acting out because I was hurting. I was trying to find my identity, but I was doing it in front of the whole world. I started relying on the wrong things and the wrong people to numb the pain. I was angry, I felt rebellious, and I thought I had everything under control, but I was actually spinning out of control. I was trying to prove that I was a man, but I was doing it in all the wrong ways.
It takes a lot of courage to admit that. Many child stars never recover from that stage. They get lost in the cycle. What was the turning point for you? When did you realize you had to stop and change your path?
It was when I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself anymore. I realized that if I kept going down that road, I was going to destroy my life, my career, and the people who actually loved me. I had to swallow my pride, ask for help, and take a step back from the music to focus on my mental health, my faith, and my healing. It wasn't an overnight change. It was a long, painful process of rebuilding myself from scratch.
It's beautiful to hear how you rebuilt yourself. And the world definitely saw that rebirth in 2015 with your album Purpose. It wasn't just a commercial success. It was a critical masterpiece. Songs like Sorry and Love Yourself felt like a genuine conversation with your audience. Psychologically, how did it feel to use your vulnerability as a strength rather than trying to hide it?
Man, purpose was the most liberating project of my life. Before that, I was terrified of showing my weaknesses because the media would weaponize them. But I realized that being vulnerable is actually the ultimate form of strength. When I sang sorry, I was genuinely apologizing to my fans and to myself. Letting go of the need to be perfect allowed me to connect with people on a much deeper human level.
It was a complete shift in narrative. You stopped being the wild kid and became an artist speaking from the heart. But with that comeback, the demand returned. How did you learn to set boundaries this time to protect your peace?
I had to learn how to say no, man. That was the hardest but most important lesson. In this industry, everyone wants a piece of you. If you don't set boundaries, people will drain your energy until you have nothing left. I had to put my mental health, my marriage, and my personal life first. Music is what I do. It's my passion, but it's not who I am. Finding that distinction was what truly saved my life.
Music is what I do, but it's not who I am. That is an incredibly powerful boundary, Justin. It's a lesson that applies to everyone, no matter what they do for a living. As we wrap up this incredible conversation, I want to ask you for one last piece of advice. For those watching us right now, young people struggling with anxiety, people trying to learn something new like English, or anyone feeling overwhelmed by pressure, what is your message to them?
My message is, please be gentle with yourself. You don't have to have everything figured out today. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. It's okay to have bad days, and it's okay to ask for help when things get too heavy. Surround yourself with people who love you for who you are, not for what you can give them. Keep pushing forward, trust the process, and remember that your past mistakes do not define your future. There is hope, and you have a purpose.
Such beautiful and necessary words. Your past mistakes do not define your future. Justin, thank you so much for being so open, vulnerable, and real with us today. It was an honor to have you on the show.
The honor is mine, man. Thanks for having me and for creating this space. God bless everybody watching. Keep head up.
And to our amazing audience, thank you for watching another episode of the Host Show English. Real stories, real people, and real English. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment below, what was the most inspiring part of Justin's story for you? Keep studying, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.